Hi guys, welcome back. If I look and sound like a steaming pile of crap today, it's because I feel like a steaming pile of crap. So there's that. So today I want to talk about selective mutism and relationships. So, as you might have seen in my last video about selective mutism is just the inability to talk in social situations or whenever I'm feeling particularly anxious. I can't talk. So, relationships naturally are very difficult when a person has selective mutism. So, I'm just going to talk about that today a little bit. So first of all, I'm going to talk about online relationships because they're a little bit easier to maintain, but it's still quite difficult. So if I get to know someone online, usually I can speak to them fine, and however, sometimes I get anxious about answering messages, which is really stupid because reading and answering messages on the internet, it's no big deal, but for me it can be a big deal. If I'm feeling really anxious, it will be very difficult to do. So in regards to, like, if I speak to someone online for quite a while, I could possibly meet up with them in person and probably be alright talking to them then, but it takes so long to build up that sort of trust to go and meet someone. I just feel like people don't have the patience to, it'd be quite a long-term thing and people just don't have the patience for that. So I don't really have any friends. I haven't had a relationship like in about 5 years probably. Mainly because I'd always put off if I was speaking to someone for quite a while and they wanted to meet up, but at the time I didn't feel in that headspace. I just couldn't, and so eventually people just get bored. They don't understand. They get bored. Move on to the next person who will actually, see them in person. No one wants to online date. So yeah, relationships and friendships and anything are really hard when you have selective mutism. Also, it's hard to maintain a relationship when you have selective mutism, especially because, like, normal people, they'll have friends and they'll want you to meet their friends or like the family and whatever, and it's not something that I can just do like anyone else. So it's hard work for them, it's hard work for me. I'd rather not put someone else through that because I'm always just going to be a bit hard to deal with because I'm so anxious. I have had relationships and friendships or whatever in the past and they've worked out for a certain amount of time, but I tend to push people away as much as possible. And if I find myself getting close to someone, I'll just push them away. It's easier to deal with that way because they're never going to stick around, so it's easier to just push them away before anything gets like too serious, if you get what I mean. I guess the only problem is that I'm very lonely. I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me because, like, what can you do? No one wants a friend or a girlfriend who they can't go anywhere with. Like, God, it sounds so sad to actually say it out loud that I've got my cats. I can touch my cats fine. So I'm just gonna be a crazy cat lady. But maybe eventually I'll be able to deal with the outside world like a normal person. I'll be able to talk to people. But that's gonna take a very long time. And I wouldn't want anyone investing that amount of time into me when it might not happen. That's the thing with mental illness, especially with depression as well. Even if I got over this terrible anxiety, the depression would still be there. So it's a lose-lose on both parts. Breakups and stuff just make me more anxious. I feel like I'm probably a little bit more clingy when I do like someone, or I do want to be someone's friend, because I want things to last, but realistically I know that it's not gonna. Dear God, what a sob story. Like, I totally don't feel sorry for myself. I don't expect anyone to feel sorry for me. I don't want pity or anything. I just want people to understand the difficulties that things like this cause. My camera just fell off. So as I was saying, I just want to educate people, let people know the little things they probably didn't think about. The small difficulties people have. Like, I even find it quite difficult to communicate with my broader family. Like, I'll be fine with my mum and my brother, my granddad, people that I see every day, but anyone else, I couldn't sit and have a normal conversation with them because I'm just locked in my own head. I think that's all I've got to say about relationships and selective mutism. Yeah, that's about it. If you want to be my friend, you know. The camera fell again. As I was saying, if you want to be my friend, I'm always here. Never go anywhere. In my house, on the internet. Just, send me a message on Twitter, Instagram. I might not answer, it depends how I feel that day. So I hope you've learned a little bit of whatever. I'm gonna go take a nap now. So I will see you never. Goodbye.